right, here we are, episode cinco of the Dadvice podcast.
Back in this room in an undisclosed location.
That's right, definitely not somewhere familiar to either of us.
No, they took the key.
This is the place they filmed the beheading videos.
Yes, we just dragged the bookshelf in here. There was a blood
cover,
splatter on the wall.
to cover the splatter. That's why we're at the fucking here.
You can hear people screaming in another language from a door in the background.
Oh, we're going to hell.
Long drive to get here.
Yeah,
a little tired.
Yeah, hey, listen, we are both doing these before. I mean, I'm going to shatter the illusion here, but we're about to film 2 back-to-back right before we both go on vacation, which is fucking tight. We're not vacationing together. We're not like that type of podcast yet. But
Sorry. You just start the family line, start blending, and you're like, hey, they're like a weird cult or something.
We're like taking
we don't make
pictures
that much money
with each other's wives, and we're like, I forgot that I wasn't your husband.
Oh yeah.
But no, we're rocking it in. I'm underslept. Yesterday was my kid's birthday, so I am just
I am too.
Knocked. But
yeah, I was really worried because when I'm tired, it's either. Well, I mean, I can be both. I can be like really dopamine deprived, but sometimes it makes me sillier too. I get a little free thinking.
I'm definitely silly mode right now. And this will turn into aggravation when I have to drive 3.5 hours in a storm later.
Yeah, I don't envy you on that one.
I couldn't have picked a better day to actually book the first night of our hotel.
Tropical storm is about to come through.
That's
it's
right.
about to hit us in, I don't know, probably like an hour.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun.
Might be really loud outside of our cartel.
Honestly, it's not. I don't think this this Stonewall dungeon that we're filming from is going to be too bad. But no, we're here. We're doing it. We're having fun.
Yeah.
I feel like that is probably the most dad take we could have given on vacations. So fuck
yeah. It's a lot of work to get there, and then you get a few minutes of relaxation every couple days while you're there, and then you start thinking about the fact that it's going to take a lot of work to get back, and then it ruins the rest.
See, that's why I've been running around frantically, at least. And, like, I know some people who are not like this, which surprises the shit out of me. But I'm the type that the wife and I will run around like chickens with our head cut off to clean the whole house before we go on vacation.
Yeah. Because
we don't want to come home and then be like, oh, there's a pile of laundry. There's dishes to be done. So that's what we're doing.
That's exactly what we do too. You get ahead of it.
And then you come home and you just get to sit on your ass and do something like play video games, which is what today's episode is about. You like what I did there? Yeah, full circle. No, today we're talking about video games. And if you can't tell by our goofy little settings here with all my knickknacks, I'm a man-child. And but
that's why we have a podcast. We're both man children,
right? Yes, men children, men childs,
manlets,
children of men.
We're both like 6+ foot tall manlets.
I think one of the funniest things that like people find out about me, because like I've already said this before, but hopefully we're garnering new viewers. I'm 6'6" and I'm 300 pounds, and I usually, I carry a firearm with me where I feel fit. I don't just walk around like these fucking lunatics. But, I have an intimidating presence. That's what I'll say. And if I have that presence, people have that preconception of me. And then I'll go, oh yeah, I love video games, and I love playing Legos and building Lego sets with my kids, and my favorite books are the Dune books, and people are like, I pick on people like you, like, sit down, you little nerd, and I'm like, fine, whatever.
I'll sit down and read my Dune books.
Right, dude, and I do love Dune. It was like my intro into sci-fi, which I think is what was ultimately the catalyst for video games, because... And I think you and I will resonate on this one. I started, like, Halo was my gateway big time into video games. It wasn't the first video game that I played by any means. The first video game that got me, that I was, like, really like, wow, video games are awesome, was Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
Legend of Zelda on N64.
Yeah, that was my first console system.
Yeah, so ours too. And then we got a PS1, and then PS2. And then I had a GameCube, which it's devastating that was kind of a flop because I really liked some of the games.
Yeah, some of the most fun games, like creative, kind of out there. Like, yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we're talking about today, video games, because we can ride all day. As I've said,
both probably got mad as hell playing Halo, and I did, and I was so competitive.
Let me tell you something.
I was so mad all the time.
That devastates me, and I haven't played recently, but I heard that they brought the Hayabusa armor back in.
They did,
and it was something that was not hard to get anymore.
Yeah.
You have to remember getting Hayabusa.
Yeah, I do.
Originally.
Yeah, it was me and two friends, and then some random guy in our party. He had to beat the entire game on Legendary.
You had to beat the entire game on Legendary, and then find all the skulls.
Yeah, that was it.
And so you had to find all the skulls, beat the entire game on Legendary. It was the grind. And they have removed that from, which, I don't want to, like, overtake the episode too far, because I every episode I say I need to talk less. I do, and you have a lot to say about video games, but I just want to say, like, Bungie, we talked about, I think in the first episode or something, my relationship with Bungie and Destiny.
Yeah, that's right.
Destiny's about to release a new expansion, and I still haven't purchased it, which is bizarre for me. I normally buy it, like, I buy the special edition. That's, like, the stuff at the top here. These are all collector's editions for Destiny.
And we're looking at a Destiny poster.
I have, like, the Hive Ghost, and then the little fish thing. I can't remember what they're called right now, but that came out with another one. And then I have a giant pre-order poster for Destiny 2 Forsaken. So Bungie, the reason I got into Destiny was Halo, because I was like, okay, Bungie was now it's 343, and what's crazy to me is, like, some people don't realize that Bungie made Halo. Yeah. I've had people that play Halo that are like, yeah, 343 really did something good with this, and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
They did with a couple of them.
They did alright. Yeah. Okay, like, it has not Reach, by the way, we'll do a ranking.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
We'll do a ranking of all the games. And I can actually probably get the text above our heads or something of how we rank them each. But Reach, to me, that was the peak.
Yeah, Reach is fantastic.
It was such a good game. Story-wise, gameplay-wise, multiplayer was at its peak. And then they fucking sold it. And the story of Reach, the story of Halo, so good. So good. Narrative-wise, great. Bungie has always had really strong narrative teams. Destiny, that's the only thing that keeps me coming back, is the narrative. It's so good.
I'm starting to think I didn't get into Destiny because I just didn't find the male robot AI thing attractive like Cortana.
Oh, yeah.
Might be.
Yeah, Cortana was their...
That was a weird
their last
as a child. And now we're, like, in the battle for our lives against AI. That was the gateway.
And we're like, but...
Years later...
I'm telling you right now, if they want to win the AI war, make Cortana's household friendly. Like, just make it Cortana.
Put her in that one spacesuit.
And then...
Now I'll get specific about, like, little spacesuit
right. Stuff. But seriously, like, you want to win the AI war? A bunch of dudes will buy a Cortana just to have a Cortana.
Cortana or the chick from Blade Runner, the new one.
Yeah. There's but like there's so many dudes that would probably just take the divorce just to have their Cortana in their house, you know.
The neighbors see a silhouette walking by, they're like, "Oh, I thought they got divorced."
Yeah,
like, it's fucking AI.
It's AI. A blue glow, and then someone pulls the blind.
Is she all right?
Oh, but no. So like the narrative for Destiny is awesome. The problem that a lot of people, and this is the problem that Bungie is facing with getting new players while they're rapidly losing their player base because their player, like, dude, I've been on since the beta. Like I have been playing since the beginning of Destiny 1. It's a decade of playing a video game.
Okay.
Consistently. And I still play Halo too, but like Destiny, if you were to come in right now, there would be so much story that you just don't get. And then there's a guy on YouTube.
That's where I get lost.
Called My Name is Bife, and he has this soothing British accent that it's so good. Like, dude,
there's a lot of those too. The soothing British accent.
Yeah, his voice is like velvet.
I'm like, dude, just explain this to
me. But he did like a whole breakdown of Destiny up until I think he did it up until the final shape, which was the last expansion of the Light and Dark saga. All of this probably sounds fucking nutty to anyone who doesn't know the Destiny story.
The viewership, like, you can see the chart, it just went poof.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not listening to this shit. If I wanted
to, we got him in the first 5 minutes, maybe.
I'd go find the British guy, all right?
Yeah.
But no, I really do love Destiny. I have always loved Destiny. I always want it to do better. I always want it to be the best thing it can possibly be. I just need Bungie to stop making these massive layoffs so that their CEO can buy more cars. That'd be great. Yeah. But no, that's my main shtick is Destiny. I do play other games. Like, I have been really big into Marvel Rivals. I also just kind of like derail and go play other non-first-person shooter games. Like, I just finished both of the Jedi games. So Jedi...
Oh, yeah. The one with Cal Kestis.
Yeah. So the first one, which I can't remember the name of for some reason, and then Survivor. And then there will be a third one. That's supposed to be coming, which is the end of his saga. So I played through those two. I just play also whatever my kid plays. Like I play Fortnite with him a lot. And then that's also a way of me making sure nobody's just being absolutely abusive on a microphone, other than me.
Yeah.
Like I'll abuse someone else's kid.
Yeah, like, dude, I was in the Halo lobbies in 2007.
Right.
Like, that's why I could never run for office.
Right.
Those logs are somewhere.
Yeah, someone's got it. And they're waiting for one of those kids to pop up in a race. And they're going to be like, not today. Not that we'll ever see another election again.
The vice president, currently, there's a picture of him playing Halo in the background. So,
really?
Yeah, Microsoft people get on it.
That would just...
I don't think he was just talking about finance and stuff on in those lobbies.
He's talking about someone's mother, that's for sure. But no, man. I just play a lot of stuff right now. But what have you been doing? Like, other than talk about Halo.
I'll tell you what, Halo was. I literally remember the day I got the Hayabusa armor better than I remember our high school graduation.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Like, I literally ran out into my front yard, and my mom was like, "What, did he just finally get a girlfriend or something?" But I was like, me and my friend just sat in the front yard. We were like, "We got it," and then we were just kind of like, "Now what?" And
because the crazy thing is, back then too. I said back then, but like there wasn't YouTube yet. You couldn't just watch a walkthrough on where to find all the skulls and how to cheese Legend. Yeah. Like. You did it. You had to be like, up.
This guy in a random lobby said,
"Yeah, you
where we get it. Let's follow him."
You wrecked friendships, and then 4 people ran around a map trying to find these skulls.
Yeah,
it was.
It took a lot more work, and games are a little easier now. Well, I think I just gravitate towards the easy ones, but you knew, like, if you were playing multiplayer and some dude in the lobby had Hayabusa armor before you were like, he's about to kick my ass.
Yeah.
You leave the lobby. Like, it's that intimidating.
I remember running up against teams that had, like, full stack Hayabusas, and you're like, no.
Yeah, you're like, wow, those are MLG guys.
And then you would run into the guys that, like, I think the Bungie people gave themselves, like, blue flaming skulls or something for heads. then.
I remember that. And you're like, you see one of them in the lobby, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm done. And
one of the chosen people.
Yeah, you'd get like, you'd get your shit pushed in, and you'd be like, this is terrible. Wow. But also,
I just got my ass kicked by Bungie.
Yeah, like
people be like, my dad works at Bungie, and I hacked my way in, blah blah blah. All those like rumors and stuff.
Yeah,
it was a lot harder to get things in games, and the type of games I play now are like very solo games because I think I was so competitive and got so angry playing Halo and Call of Duty and stuff that it like fried my dopamine receptor. So I just tend towards like I've been playing Oblivion Remastered because excuse me, my wife rocking our daughter to sleep.
I can just bleep that out if you want me to.
Yeah, it's all right, and I can just sit down and play it at my leisure. I'm not pressured to, I can pause it. That's a good thing. And I'd been looking for even like mobile games. We both play mobile games too, because when you're a dad, that's kind of how you can get your fix in. And I was looking for a game that scratched that itch, and I finally did.
It's honestly a good thing that we use my phone to record, because I would be playing Raid Shadow Legends the whole fucking time.
Yeah, it's Raid Shadow Legends. I just started playing High Seas Hero, and it's literally just one of those games where I can hop on and click some buttons and get a quick dopamine fix because I waited an hour for something to research, and those are the type of games I like.
It's so crazy.
It's like the difference between like, I guess like if Halo is like smoking crack, this is like, or no, I guess it's more like, Halo's more like doing coke, it's longer, but the mobile games are just like, they're like crack. It's instant, like gratification.
No, I would say that those mobile games, like, because, like, I'm so into Raid Shadow Legends that I watch YouTube videos on other people that play Raid Shadow Legends, and I keep up with the news, and, like, I know when fusion events are happening. It's like, I sound like a dweeb, I know, but, like, it's a fun game. It really is.
The dweeb voice.
Like, it's a turn-based RPG. You get champions, you gear them up, you, like, boost their stats with their gear, and, like, you have to, like, do crazy builds sometimes. The economy of that game is killing me, and they have seen a player dip recently, so honestly, it wouldn't break my heart if it went down, because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to stop playing.
That's the only thing that'll save you.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm hoping they just stop catering to, like, the dozen people. Like,
the whales.
Yeah, there's a Krakens, too. Like, there's a dude that does raid videos. Shout out Ash, Raid Shadow Legends. But this dude Ash, he does videos, and he did a dive into a dude with $1 million raid account. Let him look at his account. Now, I have probably spent I have one account that is not quote unquote free to play, because throughout my time playing, I've spent a few bucks on energy packs. Like,
we work hard for our money.
If I'm really trying to grind something out and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it on what I have, I'll buy like an energy pack, $20-$30. But there are people that spend ridiculous amounts of money. But that, to me, I don't get that, right? Because, like, what is the point of you spending so much money and it's the same concept of people who pay other people to play the game for them. What is the point of that? Why? Why are you doing that?
There's like farms in other countries, basically, where it's just like a dude sitting at a screen.
What do you benefit from paying someone else to play? If you're not playing it, then just let it go.
Just to be able to send the screenshots in your group chat to your other like billionaire trust fund.
Right, and like I just don't get it. And like apparently
that's another level. It's a flex, kind of, I guess.
It is.
Dude, I'm outsourcing my video games.
And, like, Raid has had, like, some pretty popular people do ad space for them and stuff. Like, Jeff Goldblum did an ad for them.
Yeah, I've seen
Ronda Rousey was a character in the game.
Yeah, there's buku money in these mobile games.
Ninja Blevins, the Fortnite streamer, I don't know
blue hair guy.
Yeah, blue hair guy. He's got his own character in the game. But yeah, like they did a Monster Hunter collab. Like they do really cool stuff. The problem is like it's hard to say no to spending because sometimes there's like these events where I don't have any of the summon shards that you use, and I'm like, man, I could drop $50 right now. We're sitting pretty. Bills are paid. I could drop $50.
And then I go, keep playing.
But we don't even own our house, so would that be the right thing to do?
But you have a great raid account.
I do have a great raid account. Actually, I do. I've been playing for a few years, and it is beefy now.
I've kind of noticed, like, after becoming a dad, too, I'm more inclined to take the shortcuts in mobile games like that, like buying the energy packs, or looking up a walkthrough for like every quest I do in Oblivion, because I'm like, well, when am I going to have the time again? I got to find out what happens.
Yeah.
Like, what if tomorrow night, she has trouble going down and, I can't play. Like, I'm still going to be wondering what comes next.
And that's like the thing that I do. Like, I think my whole clan in Destiny does that with raids and dungeons. We will watch the world's first races so we can learn the mechanics as they're doing them. And plus you get rewards for watching on Twitch or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But, Destiny does these really cool world's first raid runs and dungeon runs, and, like, you go through them, they go through them, and they have teams of their pros that will push through the raids and like, figure it out. And whoever gets there first gets like a legit like wrestling belt with like their team's names on it and shit and their tag on it or whatever.
So it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. But like I find myself watching those just so I can learn the raid mechanics before we go and try our first one, because if you beat the raid within the first like week normally, or the dungeon, you get like special cosmetics or special rewards or whatever, you'll unlock the ability to order like jackets. I have 3 or 4 Destiny raid jackets. I don't want to say how much money they are. If my wife was in here, she'd probably scream it into the room because she's tired of me buying them.
Now she can scream it at the screen as she watches.
She says she's gonna. So
yeah, I actually had our last episode on the TV when my wife came home from being out of town last Sunday, and she was like, "Oh, watching your episode on the TV," and like people could see our house from outside the windows. We live by a busy road, so it's just me watching myself and showing our daughter.
Wow, look at Daddy! Yeah,
I was trying to distract her. I was like, "Oh, look, Dad's on TV." She was like, "Wow, 2 years. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get a scholarship. You're not going anywhere."
My son is like, he thinks it's super cool to see it like pop up on YouTube. And I'm subscribed to our channel from my other like non-Dadvice channel, and so he'll see it pop up on my feed because I let him watch videos on my account sometimes. Well, no, it's like the kid's account is tied to my account basically, and so when he goes into the YouTube app on his TV, he has to go, it logs into my account, and then he has to go and change it every time to the kid's account. And he'll see the Dadvice podcast and be like, "Dad, your thing's on YouTube." And I'm like,
"You made it on the YouTube?" That sounds like somebody's grandma, too. They're like, "You're on the YouTube."
Yeah.
Just, you never tell them that it's just free to post on there. You do it yourself.
All 15 views.
You made it on YouTube.
Are me just forgetting to turn it off.
But you made it onto YouTube.
But no,
you talking about Destiny and just mentioning a minute ago, like, if you complete the raid within a week, that already started triggering that weird gamified part of my brain where I was like, that sounds great.
Yeah.
If we get on it right now, we can. I haven't played the game in 10 years. Like, I played the first one, and it literally just triggered that part of my brain where I was like, We need to do that.
Right, we gotta go beat the raid.
What do I play this on?
Right. And like,
I come home with like a PS5. I'm like, babe, we're not going to the beach anymore.
I mean,
I was gonna use this week to do the raid anyways.
I could slog through all the PC parts I have and put you together something semi-functional probably, but like I played on PC, and the crazy thing is Bungie has made most of the game free. Like a majority of the expansions now are free, except I think the most recent one. And that'll probably be free in a few weeks when the new one comes out. I say a few weeks. I think it's on the 15th that it comes out, so like 9 days. Shout out Bungie.
Yeah, you remember the exact date.
See? And
I remember Bungie Day too. It was always in like June or something. Yeah. Can't remember what day.
But, I don't...
These things we celebrated.
It's so
they're
weird.
Just made up.
Yeah, I mean, they're...
Corporate.
We say that, and then, like, now everybody's arguing over what month it is. Like, they'll be like, well, you get Pride Month, where's Veterans Month? And it's like, that was in May. That was literally last month. You didn't celebrate it.
Buddy, I'm a veteran of Valhalla.
Right.
Halo 3.
And then...
that took a lot of mental grinding and getting killed by people with Hayabusa armor.
Seriously. Dude, I remember when I figured out, like, the formula to stick people with plasma grenades.
Oh, yeah. That was, like, the one thing I stood out with and was good at.
And then, like, I forgot that I had a gun for a while, because I was just constantly like, if I can't stick you,
the sticky grenades, that blue trail, and throwing them into, like, the, launch pads, and then sticking someone as they were coming back across. You're like, ah!
Or getting stuck in the face and just seeing that menacing blue glow right before you. You're like, fuck!
Your mom's like, be quiet! I'm like, so face!
I just remember, like, we were in my best friend's, like, basement, which is where I lived for a while, and we had, like, it was just such a fucking stoner, like, 18-year-old dungeon in there, but, like, we had, like, 2 TVs beside each other to do LAN parties and shit.
Dude, the sleepovers I had with my buddy, who, he still, to this day, every night he has to make sure he plays a match in Halo. He has, like, the most consistent streak. I won't say his name, but you know of him now.
Yeah.
Because you know who he's related to.
Okay, now I know.
Another friend. And, he's consistent. He used to write, like, fan fiction on the, like, Bungie forum and, help organize the Halo Olympics, if you remember that. So, it was... He's big. He's a big shot.
Why doesn't he work for Bungie at this point? Or 343? Who cares?
I think he wanted to, but...
I did, too. I interviewed with Bungie twice.
You did?
Yeah, for, like... Just first level interviews for like when I first got into IT, I was like trying to do the Windows support job or whatever.
Yeah.
And respectfully, so like this is not me talking shit on Bungie. I got rejected because I just didn't have experience at the time, which is fine. I love what I do. Cybersecurity's my bag now, and I don't think I'd want to work for them because they lay people off all the time.
Hey. So you came out on top.
Yeah, I walked away with the dub on that one. But no, I feel like I can talk shit about Bungie because I feel like I'm a part of the family. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I think Bungie giving up Halo was a stupid decision.
Yeah, that was like a crisis for us.
Like they wanted to do something different. I get it with Destiny, but like there are books written that are considered canonical to the Halo universe that covered entire events that the games that they made never covered. The Fall of Reach could have broken up into 2 games. Like it was, there was so much in the story that Bungie could have continued to do, but I think they wanted to shift their focus to this new game, Destiny, which has been an overall success. It's hard to argue that. Like, dude, I've got probably $1,000 worth of shit on my walls from it. Like that's
they still came out on top.
Yeah, like they did a.
They rejected you for a job interview and then you bought their stuff. The ultimate like cuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say I am the biggest Bungie cuck fucking ever.
You get rejected twice.
One thing I've learned, is particularly from two places, Whole Foods and Bungie, is that like every job that I've ever pieced together in my head as like my dream, right? It turns out it's probably better I didn't work there or I don't work there anymore.
Yeah.
Like when I used to work at this place called the Fresh Market. We have them in North Carolina. I think they're expanding a little more. And I was a meat cutter there. And when I was working there, I did most of my time there at the one in Wilmington, North Carolina, like down by the beach. And they opened a Whole Foods there. And I was like, all right. Everybody around me was like, Whole Foods is the shit. Like everybody's like left the Fresh Market, and was like, we're going to go work at Whole Foods now. And I was like, well, I want to go do that. And they didn't have any spots available for meat cutters because the more experienced guys in my department went and got those jobs. But then I finally got a job later on down the road after I'd moved back to where we're at now here in, the prison dungeon.
The cartel.
Right.
The corners. You hear banging on the door.
But, I went to, I moved here to Guadalajara and got a job at that Whole Foods.
Get through the story. This guy's neck is looking juicy.
And,
you're talking about butchering.
and I went and worked at Whole Foods, and it was a letdown. And then I started...
Never meet your hero.
Right, well, seriously.
My wife is at Whole Foods right now. She just texted and said, do you need anything? I'm like, I don't know. I always need donuts.
Yeah.
Just
some food.
Default to whatever I said last time.
Right. I do that with my wife a lot. I will just copy and paste the last thing I want wherever she's at and send it back.
I am not hard to figure out. I like the same thing over and over.
Right. Like I think that's my autism is just me just liking. At this
my
point,
safe foods and my safe video games, right. and my clicking, just keep me clicking and eating my little finger foods.
The change.
I could literally live and be okay.
Anything changes and I'm just pissed for like a month.
Yeah. My wife hates that when some little thing changes and I'm like, oh god, whatever. I was like, hey, we just got LED bulbs. It looks so different in here.
The white light is burning my retinas.
I'm overstimulated, babe. She's like, you're a grown man. She's like, stop saying you're overstimulated.
I'll go and get like my favorite ice cream, which I think next episode we're about to shoot is going to be about physical health, so this will probably come back up, but I'll go and get like my favorite ice cream from because for some reason, I think it's like the kid part of my brain triggers again, but I love the drumsticks with the Nestle Crunch coating.
Oh, that sounds good.
And those only come out around the summertime, so around summertime I'll go and get like a box like every other week. And my wife is like, do you really need that? I'm like, yes, because it's only here during the summer, and if I don't get them, I will fucking die.
Yeah,
you don't understand.
You don't understand, what do I do if I don't have it? That's like the weird part of it. The psychology. You're like, I'm like, what would I do tonight if I didn't have the 3 donuts that I eat in bed? Would I just relapse and go back to alcohol or something? I'm like, I gotta have them.
If I don't, my whole life falls apart, and I stop showing up to work, and I move out. And
it's all about the catastrophizing of that chain of events.
Right, and I just don't. But I don't even know how we got here. But we was talking about Whole Foods. I got a job there, and then Bungie ended up. I got the cucked by Bungie, and
you have big posters sitting right there, staring at you. It just says Bungie.
Someone from Bungie is gonna see this and be like, "Good."
They're like, "Oh, we got him." This guy is way down.
Hey, spam his account specifically with all the new shit. But no, I interviewed with Bungie. And again, super nice people. They told me, hey, when other opportunities pop up, we'll keep your resume on file.
The standard thing.
Yeah.
People say.
Hey, you're not ever going to work here, so...
To keep you from coming up to the headquarters and going postal.
So you're not going to work here, so don't continue to apply. We're going to hold on to your application.
Yeah.
And then, a few weeks later, they announced layoffs. And I was like, so why'd you guys even post it? But at the same time, I was like...
The hiring manager had no idea.
Yeah.
He got laid off too.
He got laid off too. They were like, we can't let him think that this is happening.
Let him keep doing his little job. Keep paying the Indeed budget.
But it turns out that like I've discovered that like you just gotta let the things you enjoy be the things you enjoy. I love to go to Whole Foods and I love their like chicken salad, but I'm working there. It kind of ruined just doing a little Whole Foods run and getting my little treats. Like I just don't enjoy it anymore.
Because you're going to work.
Well, I go there and I see people that like I haven't talked to in like a decade, and they're like, "Hey, how you been?" I'm like, "We don't have to do this. Like, we don't have to do this. I'm so much better now than I was when I worked here."
You're like, dude, I'm awesome. I have a podcast.
Yeah, like dude, I'm making podcast money. And by making podcast money, I mean making money for someone else as I sink money into podcasting. Yeah. But
that was the investment right there of podcasting platforms. Man, I gotta think about it.
Yeah. If I had... Dude, we should do an episode, by the way, on what we would do if we had a time machine and what we could tell our younger selves, and then hash out what the potential implications would be.
Yeah, that's a good one, because I think about that
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
And it makes me mad.
Yeah.
And then I realize I'm still like 33 and there's something I'm not doing right now that me 7 years from now is like, you should have done that.
You gotta get the time machine.
I'm just sitting here like, like being mad about not telling myself 7 years prior.
And it's always something stupid. It's like a company that explodes, like Bitcoin or something. And you're like, I should have invested in Bitcoin. And you're like,
I would have never thought to do that. Yeah.
Like
I would have spent it immediately.
Yeah.
Like the guy did, spending 10 Bitcoins on pizza or whatever back in 2011. I would have done that. So it's like, that does comfort me a little bit, because I'm like, I wouldn't have invested smartly in it. I would have sold it as soon as it hit like $1.
Right. What's crazy is I owned GameStop stock for like a few pieces of it, because like I just had no idea how stocks worked, and then they did the, what's it called? The thing where it's kind of illegal, but not really, what they did with the GameStop.
Yeah.
You know, the GameStop stock thing that they did.
The shorting it. And
the shorting
all that stuff.
And then I sold when it was up to, I didn't have enough to make a ton of money, but I made like $500.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this was cool. I see why people do this. I see why people, like, this is how, I see how people can make money. I just don't want to do that. Like, I'm not a finance guy.
Yeah. I'm self-aware enough to know I don't have any hold over my raging, like, addictive, instant gratification psyche.
Right.
So I'm like that grandpa who hasn't drank since the war or whatever because he threw his wife into the closet door or whatever. Like, I know not to do it.
I feel like I'm the guy who would buy 20 shares in something, and then as soon as it goes up like 40 cents, I'm like, fucking sell.
Yeah, you're like, dude, it's going to go down as soon as I sell, and then it goes up.
Yeah, and it by like $40 a share. Yeah. I'm like, son of a bitch. But it's just, I just don't have the mind for that stuff, and I don't have the patience for that stuff. And unfortunately, that's how you become uber wealthy. But that's also why, like, I also love those dudes that, like, and there are some dads. It's funny, like, this whole thing eventually makes a full circle here, but, like, there are dads who do that shit and then are like, how do you have time to play video games or whatever? And it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. You go ahead, bro. Buy, sell, whatever. Your kid is going to remember that you gave him lots of money, but also forgot his name for the first 7 years of his life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what your take on that is. Like, sure.
C'est la vie.
Right. Yeah. But, like, also, that's the other thing about video games is, as dads too, is like, get such a bad rap. Like people, there's always that joke where like some person gets on the internet and is like, playing video games is a feminine trait, and then everybody's like, fellas, is it gay to play video games or whatever? But like, there's also this side of the internet that's like, how could you as a grown adult father play video games? And it's like, dude, because I just like to enjoy things.
I'm like, what do you want me to fall off the wagon and start drinking again?
Right.
Like it's the 1950s or whatever?
Should I just instead delve into this cycle of misery that everyone's in and then just end it all in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like
that's like in the 1800s, there was probably dudes who were like, oh, are you playing hoop on a stick with your kid? Like, wow, I'm going to go like crush this bottle of original Jack Daniels and drive my horse into a ditch and then go home and beat my wife.
Right.
And they're like, okay, I'm going to...
Right,
the stick hoop thing,
and then those kids ended up being the people who made the video games. So it's I feel like there's a massive time gap between what you're talking about and what I am, but, a little bit. But it's fine. We eventually got there. But like I love playing video games with my kid. Like that's just a fun activity that we can do. And I've said this before. I said it in the last episode that we did about the last episode that will have been released by the time this one comes out will be the Riffin episode.
Oh, yeah.
The episode before that, the cybersecurity, it's all a blur. But the cybersecurity episode I talked about, like, you know, you kids are going to be chronically online. And so, like, meet them at that middle space and play video games with them.
I look forward to doing that with my 2-year-old.
And,
I mean, not while she's 2. I mean, I'm trying to, like... gateway drug her into video games, like with little bug smash and stuff.
Well, who knows?
She'll be there.
She might want to do like TikToks or whatever. Which you know, we'll do TikTok dances.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll do it. It makes her happy.
Hey, if it makes her happy and potentially makes us some money, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
And that's like the other thing is like I feel like now I kind of feel like Tiger Woods' dad, except just not as awful. With my kid, because I'm like, you got to get better at Fortnite if you want to be pro.
Son, get down there and grind it out. It's like, Dad, I want to go outside.
Focus on your headshots.
Literally. No scope him. I want to see 10 no scopes before you have dessert.
Shot.
And I realized that earlier. I was kind of making fun. I was like, wow, I can't believe like we celebrated Bungie Day, like corporate holiday or whatever. But like, that's such a warm memory in my head.
Yeah.
Like, that is a legitimately warm, fun memory, and I had fun, and I was happy, and that's what matters. Like, it doesn't matter the source of that. I mean, yes, video games are addictive. Everything is addictive.
We live in a world that is meant to be addictive, and now people are like, are you addicted to food? It's like, yeah, but if I break that addiction, I'm gonna fucking die. Like, what do you want from me at this point? And I, like, again, next episode we'll talk about it more, but, like, I do have a food addiction, but video games is the same way. But like, I really don't play video games that much. I feel like probably should have started with that point from the top. But like, I really don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't actually play that often. I do, like, especially now when my kids in summer break, I feel like we play for 30 to an hour at least every night, because he asks me, hey, can we play some Fortnite together? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, sure. Why? This is our special bonding time. Of course we can.
Yeah.
But, like, on a day-to-day, dude, like, there are several days where my PC, because, like, I have a dual setup for my desk setup, and, like, my work computer will stay on, and my personal PC that I game on won't go on for days.
I was gonna say this would have been unheard of for me, you know, a few years ago. But there's some days where I'm legitimately too tired after work to play games, and
like the mental fatigue is so real. Like I love the games I really love on the PC right now. And it's all a bunch of first person shooters: Destiny, Marvel Rivals.
Oh yeah, I have a friend that was trying to get me into Marvel Rivals.
Rivals isn't a first-person shooter. It's like a hero shooter, but it's really fun. And I'm a big comic guy. Like, I think I have Moon Knight is probably up there, or is it the Batman?
That's the Batman.
Okay, yeah. There's a Moon Knight comic somewhere. Moon Knight's like my favorite, and happens to be who I main in Rivals and stuff. But like, I play that a lot. Fortnite. Halo when I get the itch, and like, I don't know, there's just so many things. Like, I play Call of Duty every once in a while, but like, the other thing is, like, I'm just getting so burnt out on the battle pass structures.
Yeah,
like, I'm just getting so like, another battle pass to
because you feel like you have to keep up too, and you're
right. And it's like, yeah.
It's like a second job.
But, and like, most of the stuff they sell is like strictly cosmetic shit. And then I'm like, I'm going to grind this out so that I can get a cosmetic that is going to replace this.
Yeah.
In a few weeks when the next one comes out. And so I've kind of like fallen off on that. But like my kid, he's like, for his birthday yesterday, he got like, I got him like 2,500 V-Bucks or something like that. And he got like a skin pack or whatever. And he was just as happy as could be about it. And I'm like, okay. And then I looked at his skin count and he's got like 120 something skins. And I'm like, the fuck?
And you basically become fixated on one for a period of time and never go back to the other ones.
Yeah, and like I bought a skin just to play the game with him because he kept giving me a hard time about having like the NPC like base skin, and he was like, "You just have the base." And I was like, "Fine." And so I bought like one of the Squid Game skins, I think. But like I'm just exhausted from it. And I miss the times where you could just... Everything was earned, and you could grind it out.
I was going to say, I think you need to... I was just thinking about it, like, a good philosophy for life is, like, maybe keeping in the back of, like, the closet of our mind that original Hayabusa armor hanging up, and it's just like, hey, buddy, like, it's okay to, like, grind stuff, you know...
Right.
Remember the gratification you got from this, and that kind of like translates to just life in general. Like I'm a work smarter, not harder kind of person. I'll say it right now. And sometimes it's, you know, you need that Hayabusa armor in the back of your head that's saying, hey, some things just take work. Like making podcasts.
Right, exactly.
Maybe we will get more than 29 views on...
I mean, hey, honestly, I see like our subscriber counts going
2,900.
We're grateful for everyone here, by the way. I do hope that this podcast does well, obviously, because I just like making it now.
Boy, wouldn't that be fun.
Like, I just am having a good time. I think that we just talked about it. That whole part where we just talked about it will be clipped, but I think we're going to try the 45-minute format for this one. I don't think an hour is like a crazy amount of time because I see people putting out like 4-hour podcasts, but it's more about...
Especially if you really get into it too and you're like feeling it that episode.
Right, and hey, if we get one where we can go for 4 hours, dude, I'll marathon it with you, but like for now... I think that these little, especially because like we also have to acknowledge that our main audience has other things going on around them all the time. So begging for more time out of their days. But before we close, we said we were going to rate the Halo games. Let's put them up. All right. And I will, like I said, I'll try to edit the text in front of us. So I'll let you start now before we get too deep into this. Are we doing 343 games as well?
Yeah, just all of them.
All of them? Okay. Because I don't know how many Halos has 343 put out. Like
I can't keep up.
I can't either. Infinite was the last one I played. So I don't know if they've had one since then.
Infinite was good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go. I really hope you put the text in the wrong area just so I look funny too. I'll go.
I'm going to.
Halo 3. Reach.
Okay.
I'm about to make you mad. ODST. Original. And then, I guess Halo Wars doesn't count.
No, I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun with that one. I got Halo Wars.
Okay.
Or Infinite.
Halo 2 didn't make your top 5?
I didn't have an Xbox at that time.
Tragic. Okay. So, you're wrong.
See,
your top... I'm putting Reach above 3. And I know that that's considered blasphemy.
I think it's a nostalgia thing, too.
I think it is,
how heavily you were into it with your friends.
But for me, Reach is the peak Halo. 3 is right there, right? Like, if I could tie them, I would. So, we've got Reach, 3, 1, 2, ODST, Wars, and then Infinite. So, not too different. I didn't dislike ODST. I think ODST is great. I just thought...
Something about the aesthetic of it just, like, sticks out in my mind. I don't know if it was because of the period of time I played it or what, but...
Oh, I mean, visceral. But it was a great game. I feel like it got a lot of flack, but it was a great game. And then I think 4 wasn't there a 4?
I always forget about 4.
And then 4. So 4, that was the first one 343 did, and then Infinite came after that, I believe.
Yeah.
4 is so not significant in my mind that almost forgot.
Infinite was the most recent big one.
Yeah,
because I played that.
It was good,
and it was very fun.
I don't know if you play multiplayer on like that, because Halo has kind of restructured. I actually like the way they've restructured their multiplayer, where it's like almost its own standalone thing.
Yeah, it's like everything in one.
But I really like it, and I still enjoy Halo.
Oh,
it's just, but yeah, I think for me, Reach and 3 right there at the top. And I don't know. I think you're right. It's probably a nostalgia thing, but yeah, dude, Halo just it generation defining.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I feel like we'll probably come back to video games on another one.
Oh yeah,
maybe not in the same context, but video games is just super fun.
Yeah, because this could have been a 4-hour episode, but you're going to the beach,
and you're getting ready to go to the beach.
Yep.
So, but yeah, it. If I thought that it would matter to do a beach episode, I would pack all the stuff up and we'd get up and do a beach episode.
Recording on the beach, all you hear is the wind.
Just
we're like,
and it sounds like we're like. But no, hey, I might see you out there, so that'll be fun. I know, like I said, I kind of shattered the illusion here, but we're gonna do one more right after this, and then we'll change our fits so that we're not.
You won't know.
Yeah, but man, I'm just having a great time. We're officially opened up, hopefully somewhere right here. I figured out how to put the email across the screen.
Nice.
So submit any Dadvice that you want. Dadvice is a segment that we're going to do as soon as we start getting the emails. You can just send any emails to the dadvoicepod@gmail.com, subject line Dadvice, and you can tell us what things you want us to talk about. You can do all that. At the end of the videos now, there will be a socials image that has all of our social handles on it. We are slowly but surely improving. That's always been the goal. That's always been the ambition.
I wouldn't even say slowly, because it's been like a month and a half.
Yeah. I feel like the quality,
if you take our first episode and what we had, with regard to socials and all that, to now, it's pretty impressive.
I think the last piece of the puzzle will be our matching chairs, which we've already got plans to get them. We just have to figure out how to get them. But as soon as we do get them, we'll have some nice fancy matching chairs. And I think that'll be like the peak. But you guys will notice subtle changes throughout as we film new episodes, and I'm almost excited to, like, if this does garner like any sizable audience, I'm excited for people to go back and look at the Easter eggs in the first episodes versus like what we have going on that'll potentially reference old episodes and stuff.
If this blew up and we made a lot of money, I would not be quiet about it. I'm just gonna let you know. I would be wearing like a Rolex Apple Watch band.
Oh yeah. No.
And I'll mentally stay humble, but I'll let people know.
If we pop off, we're getting matching Forerunners.
Dude, nice.
Yes.
Get them with like Bungie.
Yeah.
Bungie wraps on them.
Hell yeah. Just like Master Chief OD Green.
Dude, yeah.
Forerunners.
A Hayabusa themed Forerunner.
Dude.
Okay, now we have to make
we need you to like, share, and subscribe.
I didn't realize I had rich people ideas like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always like, what would I do? Oh, okay. I can think of things.
Like most of the time, this is going to have to be another episode because we're about to sign off, but like, I feel like most of the time I just fantasize about like, just paying off bills and making sure that people prosper and then being philanthropic. Like, that's one of my most... But now, I also do have those occasional thoughts where I'm like, fuck, matching Forerunners would be so
now
sick.
I'm kind of hype about the Hayabusa matching Forerunners.
Toyota,
for it.
We will sell our souls for matching Forerunners. Yeah. I swear to God we will. Like, I will refit the Guadalajara studio with Toyota everywhere.
They already have the Toyota pickups outside with the machine guns mounted on the back.
Exactly.
They're actually circling right now.
Just like in The Accountant too, if you guys have seen that. But no, dude, this was a fun episode. Thank you guys for watching. Anybody who does watch, hopefully the shorter format works. If you have time, visit our socials. I don't think I put a timer on the Facebook poll, so if you have Facebook, go answer our question about your preferred time.
And we got answers on that weren't us.
Right.
I purposely didn't answer.
I didn't answer either, but I want to make sure that we are tailoring the content in certain ways to fit what the viewers want, what you guys want. So 30 minutes is not off the table either. If we really think that a shorter format like that will work better, then we can do that. We are on all available podcasting platforms.
Yeah.
So
even ones that I still don't know the names of.
Yeah, I mean we're out on iHeartRadio and other things that like 2 or 3 of them have the word pod in the name. I don't listen on those.
Yeah.
But we are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Spotify. I got to figure out how to make all of our videos into podcasts on the playlist for YouTube because that will allow us to be able to play on YouTube Music. So that's coming. You just got to let me figure that one out.
Interesting. Okay.
But we're gonna wrap this episode. Video games was awesome.
Yeah, and we missed so many video games that we're
gonna
have to do a video game episode every.
I feel like this was more specifically a Bungie episode.
This is called the episode "The Bungie Cut."
Yeah,
if the algorithm didn't hate that title,
I will. I'll finesse that. The Bungie tapes. Just like that's. No, we're definitely gonna have to talk about video games again, but this one was fun. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully more of you. But please, guys, comment. Let us know your feedback. If you're watching this, if this is something that you're enjoying to any degree, we want to make it more enjoyable for you. And we want to make it something that you'll share with people and go, hey, this was a really funny thing that they talked about, or this was a funny thing that they said. And we are working on promoting. We're going to start breaking down.
I'm going to make some clips.
Thank you.
I'm going to finally sit down and do it.
We're going to start putting this into video short form. So if you're wanting to show someone something, it'll be easier to be like, hey, check out this funny moment where these two spazzes. You don't have to slag
through like a whole hour of this. They did make a good point.
Right.
Here it is.
And here's the point. And hey, like YouTube Shorts and TikToks all help us promote. And again, guys, the end goal here is 2 matching Toyota 4Runners
with
Hayabusa armor. Okay, so that help us reach our goal. I feel like I'm sure your friends have GoFundMe set up because the United States just made massive cuts to Medicaid and healthcare. Who cares? Matching 4Runners for 2 white guys is your goal.
Please help us, sir.
please,
kind sir.
We gotta get out of the Guadalajara dungeon. But no, obviously we're just having fun here. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next week. All right.
Yep, there'll probably be a tropical storm going on in the background of our next episode.
Right.
So that'll be kind of cool, memorable
as the windows blow out.
We'll just keep going without batting it out.
Just
consummate
shredded glass. Like our face is shredded with glass. I'm bleeding profusely. And
so skincare.
Yeah. We're going to talk about health today. But yeah, all right, guys. We'll see you next week.